It's kind of evolved over the years for us on nurturing our relationship and our marriage. When the kids were little, we really couldn't afford babysitters and nights out like that, so it didn't happen as much. But now that the kids are older and everything, we have cool night, is what we call it. And we go out downtown usually. We try and find somewhere cool outside of the bubble.
We pretend like we're cool.
I think especially when we started having kids, Marty and I began to be more intentional about nurturing our marriage in a lot of different ways. One of our favorite things to do on our date night or date day is to golf together. Just kind of been our thing.
We're pretty boring people, actually.
We watch Jeopardy together.
We watch Jeopardy. Our one TV show is Jeopardy. We like to watch Jeopardy. We record it.
One of our favorite things to do if we get a free weekend, especially if the weather's nice, we always made a point to try to make it out to a lot of the local wineries.
One of our most favorite things to do recently is if we can get the kids into bed in a decent time, we'll order takeout and we'll just have our own little date night at home.
With having 7 children, we don't get out that much, so we enjoy just playing at home, just being silly.
It's difficult for us to find time to spend together without the children because they're so young, and so we take the approach of spending time together in the small things.
We like to drink beer, so we like to go to different breweries. We met at a brewery. That's what we usually do when we can get away.
Well, this is just a little tiny thing, but 6 years ago or so, John began getting up before me. I've always been the first person up, and going downstairs and making coffee and bringing it up, and then we would have coffee. It's a little thing, but it meant a lot to me.
Every morning we pray together in the morning. I like to get up before Ryan, so I try to get his coffee cup and water ready, and then I sit in this certain chair. And when Ryan comes down, he sits on the couch across the way, and he likes to sit together, so I move over and we sit together. It's like an intentional motion that starts our day off, and again, it's simple.
She laughs, but one of our first conversations was about our faith, because a lot of people may not know, but I'm not Catholic and Buffy is.
I think we both realized really quick early on that our faiths were too huge to not acknowledge them and to try and change one another.
More or less every weekend since we've been married is we've come to Mass and we've gone to a Protestant church. It has really been an amazing experience. We've learned so much perspective, and it's just been an awesome journey to see how God has redeemed that willingness to do this together.
One of the habits we try to have is kind of a baseline for what we try to do every day, even if we're tired. We try to pray together as a couple before we go to bed. It's a good reset, I think, and that's kind of how we end our day.
A priest once asked us if we prayed for each other when we have our list of 40 people to pray for. We kind of looked at each other and said, not really. And so we started praying face to face for each other. I think that has helped our marriage a whole lot.
When we're spending more time praying together, attending daily Mass, going to adoration together, the disagreements that we might have, they don't seem to escalate.
I made a decision early on in our marriage to only be positive about Michael to my family, my friends, and for me that's made a big difference in our marriage.
Yeah, I think we've tried to be deliberate about going on retreat when you don't necessarily need to go. I think that a lot of people feel like, well, my marriage is in trouble, I should go and get fixed at the retreat or whatever, and sometimes those things are more difficult to kind of take root and really bear the fruit if you're not going when your marriage is in a healthy place, I should say.
Hi, I'm Sarah Streetweiser with the Marriage and Family Life Ministry here at Ascension. There are so many great ways that you can enrich your marriage here through our parish. Specifically, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to an upcoming retreat that we are hosting with Mike and Alicia Hiernan from the Messy Family Project. They will be speaking on keeping your love alive, creating a family culture, and parenting as a team. For more information, check out our parish website or pick up a bulletin. We look forward to seeing you there.
So what are you doing for your marriage?
What do you do to nurture your marriage?
So what are you going to do for your marriage?